I had somebody email me and ask about how I determined this was 106 instead of a 103. Really, it's quite simple. You just need to know the bore size. In this case, it was just under 4 inches, so we're going to say it's 4 inches. And needed to know the stroke. So the stroke is just going to be how far the piston moves up and down. So we know that our stroke, because I already measured it, we're just going to go from the top of the cylinder down to the piston. Of course, you want the piston at bottom dead center, and we're at 4,250. So it's 4 1/4 inch stroke. Is 4 inches. You're just going to do 4 inches squared, or 4 inches times 4 inches times 4.250 times 0.7854. The 0.7854 is just a constant that you use whenever you're doing the formula. You're always going to use that. Your bore and stroke could be totally different. You know, you could have a 3-inch bore. You could have a 3.5-inch bore, 3 13/16, 5-inch, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. It's going to be bore times stroke times 0.7854. You're just trying to figure out the cylinder volume. Now, if you want to know that in cc's, you're going to multiply those, and this came out to 52.74 cubic inches. You're just going to multiply that times 16.39 is going to give you cc's. Or actually, it's 16.3871 something, but 39 is just as good, 16.39. Or you could go and measure everything in millimeters. So if you want to do it in millimeters, to convert it over, you say it's 4 inches. 4 times 25.4 is going to give you millimeters. 4 1/4 times 25.4 is going to give you the stroke in millimeters, if you had to know it that way. So 4 1/4 is a standard stroke for a Evo-based engine. You know, it could have been 4.5, could have been 4 5/8, could have been 4 3/4, could have been 5 inches. Who knows? I just took it apart because I needed to measure it and know what size head gaskets I needed. It's 4-inch bore head gaskets, which are the S&S type of head gaskets, because they use the smaller dowel pins here. There is a difference on the twin cam style. It uses the bigger round dowel pins with the holes in them. You see the oil drain back hole over here on the S&S head is a lot smaller than on an Evo or on a twin cam. So your strokes on most stuff is going to be standard. You know, on metric stuff, it might be, you know, say it's a metric bike, it might be 88.5 or 88 or 90 or whatever. It's pretty standard stuff. Or it could be 88.7, who knows? Anyway, regardless, that's how you figure out the cylinder volume. And we know it's 106 because it's 52.74. Just say 53, and 53 is 106. If this was a 4-cylinder, you'd do 1 cylinder times 4, or 3-cylinder, cylinder volume times 3. It'd give you the engine size. Just engine math. So now you know. And really, that's it. That's it for that video there. Just somebody had a question about it, how I determined that it was 106, and that's it. You need to know the stroke and the bore, and that's it. That's going to give you your cylinder volume. The only time you're going to run into something non-standard is if you order it. I built a 1348 one time that fit in a certain race series because it had to be under 1,350 cc's. And ended up using a 3 13/16 bore cylinders, but needed a 3.6-inch stroke, so ordered a set of flywheels from S&S, and they were more than happy to make me a set of flywheels. Wasn't cheap, but they made them, which was pressed together and bolt together crank. 3.6 inch, and that made it 1348, which is just under. That was revving son of a bitch for a push rod twin too. Thing made good power delivery. But I used American air-cooled Nikasil cylinders on that thing with a special set of pistons I had to order, which had the small rings, that had small 1 millimeter rings in them. That wasn't cheap either, and that was 27 years ago. A lot cheaper than it is now. Had to buy 4 pistons for them to make me pistons. And that was their deal through J&E. You had to buy 4 of them. If you're buying custom pistons, you design them, drew them up in AutoCAD, and send them the files for them. And about a week later, week and a half, 2 weeks later, I had my pistons with the smaller rings and the right deck heights for what I was running. But that's it for that. That's all you really needed to know right there. All right, appreciate you guys watching. Hope that takes care of your question there, bud. You guys have a great week, and thanks for watching. Take care.